welcome back, and we shall continue with this episode after I dried out my tears. Anyways, let's continue with MSQ, shall we? Have you had a moment, Akira? I believe Yida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbrida's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. Alright. What's up, girl? Hey, it's Akira. Great. It's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's hard. Just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this, which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed it on an order for a moon daisy with Woina a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Woina a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay you for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you. And the daisy at Rathfrost. Alright. Oh, speaking of that, let's see. Let me set 5, 4. Where are you? 4, 5. Okay. Let's see. Save. Can I just have one? Let's see. 12 by 4. Let's see. I think it's general, but let's see. Yeah, I'll just place it here for now. Let me see. Transparent that. Save. Give me 1 second. Alright. What can I do for you, adventurer? Aldrich, trinket to trade. There got you running errands now. Them scions, you know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Erosia to the bleeding market. Fine, use all your time, that is. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you murking out the chocobo stables. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? The moon daisy? Was it? Here, then take it and tell that Lida lass I've got a wide selection of headgear in stock if she decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. Gods know she needs to. Do. Let me just. There we go. Question: where is? Okay, so I have to change my teleport soon. Ah, shit, it's not here. It's where we laid rest to Moonbra. My brain's not working. Just the scenery alone is so amazing in 14. Oh, Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor in something more fashionable. And while I tell her I like it, it's just fine the way it is. She says it's again and again and again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Moonbrita, love these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
I did not expect them to talk, so... Alright, let's go back to the Rising Stone, shall we? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, there was a shortcut this whole time? Son of a bitch. Alright. Duly noted. Watch as I forget again. That's usually what happens to me. Really, you goddamn make up your mind game? My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeda's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leaves us little time to mourn. The envoy from Korthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. The envoy is here. I thank you for receiving me at such a short notice. Time is of the essence. So I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly, you come with news of Dravians? Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the central highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Almeric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest, though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat. Our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravians renew their assault. The paint is grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then? We do, though it pricks our pride. It is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Almeric would meet you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Carathus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment is quarreling. The rest of Udam must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Erosia. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare say not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eurasian Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, now know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. This is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Almeric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander must desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard-Solm and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of a hero well. To what seemed the roads lead us both to Dragon's Head. Seek me out when you arrive, Akira.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Alright, let us warp to Dragon's Head, shall we? Ah, shit. Oh, that's hilarious. It seems I was swifter, Akira. You too. However, you have arrived. The time to spare for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Heretic scum, how dare they meddle with our divine protectors? I shall rid our nation with their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We do not fret over much. There are yet several layers of the arcane protection and the shield the city from invasion. Mother will be... Mother, you say? The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard, magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered, what seemed that the heretic struck the first and more telling blow against Ishgard. Science, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate that cause. Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Almeric awaits you. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed. If she would risk direct action against the city, come let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Hierophant will know where Sir Elmeric means to receive us. Ah shit. Ah shit. Ah shit. There we go. How's it going? It's just me. Oh, this is awkward. This reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very blink of disaster. Though a simple misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heretic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my plantering. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat you in the intercessory. This is an awkward situation to talk to someone. It's like fucking like being like, "Oh, you look so adorable. Would you like a candy?" Okay. Yes, I would like a candy. Depending on what kind of candy. Alright, let's talk. Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Ah! I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologies for my absence. Suffice to say it, Lady Heart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, but we are recently returned to the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alfred, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post of Ishgard's wall the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend of mine, a sword ally, Elistine. Oh, it's you. May I present you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon? An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Esteem is without equal. He out of all the warriors of Ishgard was chosen to wield the power of the dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer as my fellow. I am no longer as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Akira. I did not come to challenge you this day. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Lady Ice of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. 'Twouldn't seem that Lady Iceheart and the Drevinians share a common goal: the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great whims. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Korthus since Isgard's founding. Many of the scars out walls bear from Nidhogg's reckless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from a bested rim skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son Oath waged war against Ishgard for thousands of years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his record. The Eye itself is secretly deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guards, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Draverian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Give me 1 second. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Though the endless march of years the dragoons endured, patient, calculating, inexorable, you must understand, these creatures do not share perception of time. And is especially true of the great rims, they who spent centuries in slumber only to wake and resumed their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg's last darkened our skies, 12 years of him to gain his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems prim to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in the league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the Eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protection. 'Tis a weakness the Dravians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected, unlike our arrangements concerning the Keeper of the Lake. However, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fall to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Erosion Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during the Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider that would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lair in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Corythus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans arrive, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Corythus. They would not even have to draw steel. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells! Ahem. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The war of a great whim may have shaken the firmament, but we of Erosia will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the war. Allow me, Sir Almeric. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my facilities, I assure you, and the eye itself is no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wherever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the great Rim who warred was Nidhogg. Aye, he means to hurl his horde against Dunfinian's Qualler and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt the Rims has summoned his minions to war. All right. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperation endeavor will at least give us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Erosia together in a common cause. Sir Elmeric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look at his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. All right. We shall continue this in the next episode. See you in the next one. Bye.